Aloha everyone, welcome to beautiful Kauai. Today we're going to be replacing a window regulator on a 1998 Toyota Tacoma, so let's jump into this. So for this job you're going to need a 10mm socket, a flat bladed screwdriver, and a Phillips number 2 screwdriver. We have to get to a couple of things here. Plug 1, plug 2, take these out, remove the Phillips in here. Here's a Phillips screw right here. Take your flat bladed screwdriver and just kind of pry up gently over here and move it forward. Unplug the connector and pull it away. Alright, now that we have all the screws out, you just pop the door panel off by prying it away gently. You can use a flat bladed screwdriver, or if you've got something wide, that's better. Even something that's made out of plastic specifically to do this, to remove trim. But I'm just going to be using a flat bladed screwdriver to do this. Pull off this trim piece right here. Just pry it away and kind of pull it up. Alright, so we've taken the Phillips screw out of here. Slide this forward and pull it out. Okay, now you slide this forward, and there's a retaining clip right here that's attached to the rod. You get back in here and you pry this with your finger, this clip, just off the rod like this, and then you should be able to remove the latch from the door, like that. Alright, so now we're ready to remove this door panel. As you're pulling this off, there's going to be some electrical connections down here by the speaker. In this case, there happens to be an aftermarket speaker as well. So you've got to be careful with those not to break those wires. Alright, here's this aftermarket speaker. It just kind of popped out the back. I didn't actually have to take the wires off of that. It just popped out. So I think I'm just going to use some tape and tape this so that it doesn't fall down. Alright, usually there's a piece of plastic covering this whole section to keep weather out. Someone's been in here before. The plastic is completely gone. What I usually like to do is cut it out with a razor knife carefully, and then afterwards put it back and just put tape on it. Or you can just go ahead and use another piece of plastic that you can find, or just buy a new one from Toyota. But I usually just carefully cut nice clean lines, pull that plastic out. When I'm done, I put it back, I put tape over it, and I leave it. Okay, so we might have to get a little bit creative in getting this window regulator out. The window is actually stuck in the down position. I will try to get it up using a switch. Alright, we're going to plug the window switch module back in and see if we can get lucky. Got the key on. See if we can beat on this a little bit. Try to get the window to respond. Well, it's not coming up, so I can hear the motor click, but that's all it does. So we're going to have to get a little creative here. Alright, under ideal circumstances, you want to be able to move the window up and down so that you can access the 2 bolts that hold the glass onto the window regulator. One going through this access hole right here, and the other one will be right about here in this big opening. But the window is stuck all the way down. I can't get it up. So what I'm going to have to do to be able to move this around a bit is to remove all the bolts that hold in the regulator. So I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts that I'm going to completely remove. Usually you want to do these after you do these 2, but we don't have the choice because we need to be able to move this around to be able to access the bolts that hold the glass onto the regulator. Okay, going to hold on to the glass with this last bolt so it just doesn't go crashing down. Alright, now that we have the window regulator floating in here, I'm going to try and move it around so that I can access the 2 bolts that hold the glass onto the regulator. Okay, I can see one right here, right through the access hole. Let's hit that one. Okay, we got that one off. And we got the other one right here. So this will separate the glass and the regulator. You you want to be careful not to break the glass at this point. So I'm going to grab it on the top. I know you can't quite see that. I'm going to let the regulator fall. I'm going to pull the glass up and out of the way. All right, there's a couple of ways you can hold this glass up. As you can see, it's up by itself right now because I've got a couple of pieces of packing tape over the top. That's one method, and that's the method I personally prefer. However, you can also take a shop towel, fold it up a couple times, and stuff it between the glass and the door. And using that friction, you hold up the glass. Either one works. I like the tape better just because over time, as you're banging the window, sometimes it just slides down and it gets in your way. So I prefer to just run some packing tape over the top. Okay, the last thing holding this window regulator in is this little plastic clip right here by the speaker. Someone already took this apart. This one is broken already, but you just grab yourself a pair of pliers and pinch the ends together. And that will loosen the regulator the rest of the way. Now this window regulator should be able to come out, but there are some electrical connections on the back here. So the next step is to reach in behind the panel and disconnect the motor connector. That's it right there. All you do is you press the tab and you separate it. And looking at this one, we can see that someone was in here and they put a couple of butt connectors on this thing. Who knows, that may even have been the problem. All right, so now reach in and pull the window regulator out. All right, time to slide the new one into place. First, plug in the electrical connector and push the pin back into place right here. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and align the bolts on the window regulator. We're just going to put them in finger tight. So now we're going to plug in the window module. Now we're going to move the window regulator up and down so that we can access the bolt through this access hole right here. Okay, that's about in the middle there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the tape and bring the window down slowly and put it on the track and align the bolt holes for the window anchor. Okay, let's put the window up. I like to put it all the way up, and then I like to tighten these bolts down. All right, now it's time to put this panel back on the door. First thing we want to do is put the electrical connections back together. Put this aftermarket speaker back in its mount, and then bring it up and over the door lock and down. So make sure that you can grab the door latch rod. So as you're putting the door panel on, don't forget to bring the window connector switch up through the hole. And then go ahead and pop all the retainers back into place. All right, before you go any further, it's a good idea to go ahead and put the door latch in, just in case you can't get this rod right here, in case it's fallen down. Don't go any further than that right now. So just kind of pull it out Set it in the hole. And then push the lock back into place. There we go. And slide it in backwards. Okay, now you're good to go to put that screw in. And give it a bit of a test. Yeah, it feels like it's working. Okay. Connector back on. Slide this into place. And the trim buttons.